For a lot of the Fisherman readers and our video viewers, especially back home at the Jersey Shore, Quantum has always been a legendary name for a lot of folks who use their spinning tackle. And it's really cool for us to be at ICAST 2024, to be with Mike Rice from Quantum, because you've assembled an amazing team.
Yep. And
you're really bringing the whole Quantum line back into the saltwater arena.
Correct. Yeah.
So what are we looking at in terms of the latest offerings and what we're going to see from Quantum coming up?
Yeah, so Quantum actually turns 40 years old this year.
Is it 40?
Yeah,
wow.
So it's been around since 1984. So it just is a nice coincidence that we're totally taking the brand in a new direction, a very focused direction. Quantum going forward is going to be 100% saltwater focused. So we've discontinued.
That's awesome.
We've discontinued all the freshwater stuff. You know, we have a sister company, Luz, that handles the freshwater side of the business. It's a behemoth, and there's really no need to have two freshwater brands in the business competing against one another.
Sure, it gives your all the designers and that whole team just a focus on saltwater.
All the innovation goes into one brand, on fresh, and then on salt. Yeah. So we're focused on saltwater. We've got a very good, solid team of sales, marketing, product development, branding, engineering that have over 150 years in the saltwater space, working on other brands.
And you yourself have been doing a lot of real design for a long time.
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah. Most of us have been doing it 20 years plus. So we've got a lot of tenure on our team. We've made a lot of mistakes. We've done some good things, but we got to start fresh with Quantum with a clean slate. How would you guys want to do it if you could start fresh? That's what we got to do. So
that's awesome.
And that's what we've done here. So we've got two price points of spinning reels, and I should say, we're spinning reel guys. You know, that's what we fish, and we're all avid anglers. So we're going to be focused on spinning reels to start, at least for the first couple, 2-3 years. We're going to be heavily focused on spinning reels.
So it's something to keep our eyes open for as we start with a saltwater spinning reel idea, but we're probably going to see more along the other side.
This is just year one. You know, next year we'll be doing this. We'll look a little bit another year older, but we'll be doing this with another spread of spinning reels at different price points with a lot of key innovations. But just talking about the two that we have today. So this is our entry-level Strive product. It retails for roughly $100 to $140 based on size. You can see there's 6 sizes here. So we have a 2500, 3000, a 4, a 5, a 6, and an 8. Okay, so those are our 6 key sizes. That handles everything from really light tackle bay fishing to everything heavy-duty offshore and everything in between. Surf fishing, jetty fishing, you know, tog, fluke, striper, bluefish, all that stuff, we got it covered. One thing I should say I'm going to ramble on a little bit,
but
we got a lot to talk about. One thing we've done different at Quantum, you know, when they say if you could do things different than how you've done it, how would you do it? What we did is we tooled these reels up on unique tooling basis, which means in a lot of cases, most manufacturers will share a body between a 5000 and a 6000. When I say the body, I'm talking about the frame. It's expensive tooling. But what that does is it gives you a 5000 that's too heavy or a 6000 that doesn't have a big enough gear. So you're always compromising. And our mindset is no compromise. So when we did a 5000, we did a unique tool for a 5000, and it came out extremely light but extremely strong. So that's just a true 5000. It doesn't share a body with another size reel in the platform. It's unique. And it saves weight, it lets you optimize the gear, the line capacity, and the drag system all in one pot. And it's really important on a reel like the 5000. You know, the surf guys are always looking for give me a sub 17 ounce 5000. Not many people offer that. Well, we're bringing that to market. You know, for the surf guys, trying to match it up on a light rod, that's kind of the type of mindset we brought to the game. But real quick, aluminum frame and side plate. The reels are sealed to IPX6 standards, which means they have between 11 and 13 seals, depending on size, that keep the reel sealed from 360 degrees, high pressure jet. Water, sand, salt can't get inside the gearbox, the drag system, or the gearbox. Okay. And the sealing goes across both platforms. That's just something we're going to do in Quantum. We're going to seal everything we do. on the spinning side of the business.
So this is the Strive.
This is the Strive.
Now, real quick, I noticed this one's manual.
Yeah, the only, there's two things, I'm glad you brought that up. So the 8000 is manual, so sometimes at the tackle shop or at the, even doing videos, people will say, here, this one's broken.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's manual because in a lot of cases, these bigger reels with the heavier handles, you don't want the bail to close when you're making a long cast.
A lot of our guys want it. I mean, I've gotten into that too. I want the manual.
Right. So some people only do manual on the 8000 size. Some people start at the 6. So the 6 is automatic.
Okay.
It has a rotor brake though, so that it's under pressure, so it doesn't want to turn. You can feel it like that in there. But if you're not sure, you don't want any risk, you simply remove the cover here, pull out the plunger, and boom, it's a manual bail.
So that's what's the 6000?
No, the 6000 is automatic. I'm saying if you wanted to make any reel
for any
that
one
we
of them.
offer,
Gotcha.
manual.
So you can do that
You
yourself.
can do it in less than 2 minutes by popping off that side cover, pulling out a little plastic plunger, and you're going.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's just a little trick that a lot of the surf guys know about. But yeah, so that's.
When are we going to see Strive?
So these are going to be available in October. They're going to start showing up at retail in October.
October 24 with the Strive, and then
That's
the next
correct.
one is our Benchmark.
Yeah, so this is the Benchmark. A lot of the same pieces of the Strive. It's different. It's a different tooling base. It's lighter than the Strive. It gets the same amount of drag as the Strive. This is our CFX 200 drag system. And you can see here, we've got the max drags printed on top just so you can see how much drag they get, but they get anywhere from between 20 to 40 pounds based on size. So this little 5000 right here is sub 17 ounce, gets 30 pounds of drag, and it's just it's the most compact 5 you'll ever see holds a ton of line. I mean, people are fishing 30, 40, 50 pound braid on this thing and just casting a mile. But like I said, benchmarks are sealed to the same standards that the Strive are, so IPX6. And the main difference between the Strive and the Benchmark is the gearing. So the gearing in the Benchmark is fully machined. So brass on the 2 bigger sizes and then aluminum on the smaller sizes.
Okay.
So the drive gear is the machine part in there. And so basically the entire gear train within the Benchmark is fully machined. Very expensive technology, but you can feel the reels. They're extremely tight, extremely smooth, and gives you a ton of cranking power.
It's awesome.
Yep.
We'll see these when?
Those are going to be a month later, so this will be November.
November.
Yeah, so that's the Benchmark.
You mentioned the price over here, on the Benchmark.
Yeah, good question. So the Benchmark starts at 150 or 149 and then goes up to 189.
Still
so
great
just
prices.
kind of goes by size. Yeah, so basically everything we're doing in year 1 fits between $100 and $200 retail.
Fantastic.
So just the high volume type stuff.
So great inshore and offshore,
Yep.
spinning reel, saltwater quantum. Look for them this fall, but I think you've got some rods to look at as well.
Yeah, we need to go check out the rods.
Let's go
too.
match these up to some rods.
Okay.
We're over here at the quantum rod area now, where Mike's going to help us kind of pair up what we've seen with the Benchmark and the Strive and put them on some brand new myths.
Yes, yes. So actually it's funny, but last year we were at ICAST and we were kind of brainstorming what we were going to do. We knew what we were doing with reels. We weren't really planning to do rods, and people, when we started talking to customers, they said, well, you got to do rods.
Yeah.
If you're going to do the reel, if you're going to go that hard at the reels, you got to do the rods. So we're doing a standalone rod series. It's 10 SKUs. This is the Quantum Myth, and these rods were built, designed, tested to go with the Strive and Benchmark reels.
Cool.
Okay. So if we look at the rod right quick, this is you can see the logo here. You can see the grips, inshore focused. East Coast focused, 10 SKUs, like I said. So we've got all cork handles here, you can see. Premium cork, you can see the Quantum branding down here in the handle itself. We've got the Fuji DPS reel seat, that's kind of the industry standard, roughly 20. I mean, that thing's been around as long as I have. That's all I've ever fished. So Fuji DPS reel seat. The blanks, when you pick them up, you can feel how light and crisp they are.
Really
so
light.
it's a 100% graphite rod. It's called our HSX30 design. It's basically a 30-ton blend of carbon fiber that makes these rods. That's why they're so light. And then we've got the Sea Guide Zirconia guides here. This is a deep press guide, Zirconia insert. And these guides are quickly becoming one of the most popular guides used on the inshore side of the business. The inserts are very hard. They can handle braid, mono, fluoro, whatever it is, They can handle it. They're also lightweight, very corrosion resistant. So the Myth rods are priced to fit right in between the Strive and Benchmark reels. So they start at 129. And then we've got a couple heavier tarpon rods that go up to 170. But the core rods live in that 129 to 150 price point. Yeah, so they're really just designed cosmetically, price-wise, to match up with the two reels for the guys that aren't in the combo game. They want to make their own.
Sure, and I
rod
think that's a
reel.
big, but you have the combos as well.
Yeah,
You
we
got-
do pre-mounted combos as well. A lot of consumers just like to grab and go.
Of course.
Some guys like to spend a little time and perfectly match their setup, which is cool.
Sure.
That's probably the type of guy you are.
I think so. I think I
Yes.
think most of our fisherman readers, they want to do a little mix and a match.
I would agree. Your
But
readership
it
would
certainly makes sense from the tackle perspective to have the combo ready to
Yes,
go. So,
absolutely. So the myth, because I know you're going to ask, the myths will be available in November with the benchmarks. So basically everything's coming out this fall. I think we're going to catch the tail end of the fall run
Cool.
up north.
Cool.
We've had a lot of your dealers in this booth, the Jersey guys in here, the New York guys. They've been writing some big orders.
That's fantastic.
You're going to see the product at retail this fall.
So as you're watching this video about can I call it the rebirth of Quantum?
Yeah, it is the rebirth.
Because
Yeah.
I think that's the real mindset here. You want to look for the Strive coming out in October.
Yep.
The Benchmark and the Myth rods coming in November. But as you're watching this, as Mike just said, the reception from our retail outfits back at home has been fantastic. So take a look for these rods coming out this fall.
Yeah.
All rods and reels and combos, of course, too.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Mike, appreciate it. Good luck.
Absolutely.
Good to
Thanks,
see
sir.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.